Hello and welcome to week 5 of our flexibility program. Today we're going to be doing crow. So when you're ready, we're going to begin with kneeling push-ups just to build up some fire in the upper body, keeping the knees staggered away from the hips to make sure that you're making this nice and hard for yourself. So we're going to exhale, lower the chest all the way down, inhale, push up. This is mainly going to be working the triceps. The stronger the triceps, the bigger they are, the more surface area we have to balance on in our crow. So make sure your back is nice and straight as you do this. The core is engaged, the glutes are strong. Just a few more here, burning out the chest as well as the triceps. Make sure you're nice and strong as you push up. Again, if you're in that full plank doing these press ups, then make sure you're not going too hard, otherwise you're not going to be able to balance on your arms, they're going to be too sore. Just one more, exhale, push down, come up. Well done. Now let's go into our plank position if you're not already there. Shoulders stacked underneath the wrists. We're just going to shift forward and then push back, just taking a few plank saws. What this is doing is not only building up the triceps, but it's building up strength in the wrists as well as the shoulders, which we will both need for our crow pose. Keep the core engaged, back is flat, glutes are nice and squeezed. Now come back to neutral. We're going to take a chaturanga dandasana, but lower your thighs all the way down. We're going to push up into cobra pose, so the hips and the thighs are on the mat. We're stretching out that lower back, opening up the belly and the chest as well. Keep that head nice and high, lifting up through the chest, feeling that stretch mainly in the lower back here. Hold for another breath. And then we're going to push back into tabletop, tuck the toes under and lift the knees up off the mat, coming into downward facing dog. Just hold here for a few moments, pushing the heels towards the mat. What we're doing here is opening up through the chest, opening up the upper back, opening the shoulders, making sure that our arms are nice and stretched out, pushing the belly towards the thighs, tailbone pointing towards the sky. Hold for another few breaths here. Feel the rise and fall of the chest here. Feel the separation between the shoulder blades. Neck is nice and long. Then we're going to round forward into plank and step your feet towards the hands, taking them mat width apart. Bring your hands up off the mat and come into a yogic squat here. Hands over heart center in a prayer position, pushing the knees away, just opening up the hips slightly here and getting used to this position with our arms close towards the knees. From here we're going to go into our crow pose, so place the hands on the mat. What we're going to do is balance the knees directly on top of the triceps, even up towards the shoulders. Slowly lift one foot up off the mat and then the other. Bring your feet towards the glutes, gaze is slightly ahead, tailbone pointing towards the sky, core is engaged, back is nice and strong. Hold for another deep breath and exhale, slowly lower down. Now let's take a variation of that. So when you're ready, come into figure 4 position with your right foot over top of the left knee. Stack the right shin over top of the triceps and slowly bring the left foot up off the mat. Hold for a nice deep inhale. And an exhale, slowly lower that right foot down, and let's repeat on the other side. So this time we're going to be balancing on our right shin. Right shin is placed across your triceps as high on your arm as possible, lifting the left foot off nice and slow, gaze is slightly ahead. Hold here for a breath and then slowly lower that foot down. Wonderful, you've done so well today and we're totally finished. That was nice and quick. Have a lovely rest of your day.